welcome to the 290 Moe podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
What's up, y'all? It's Lashay out here today. Yay. Y'all, you can add me on all type of social media platforms at Lashay, y'all. Lashay Productions for anything film. If y'all want to be in one of my little short films or my shows that's coming up, y'all make sure y'all DM me on Lashay Productions for sure on Instagram.
Okay. So my first question is, where the energy come from? What's to that? I want to know the backstory on that.
My energy?
Yeah.
What you mean? I'm just an energetic person, I guess.
I mean, you the first person I had introduced themselves like that. So
oh, okay. Well, that comes from, I do have a YouTube channel too.
Okay,
so that's kind of like my
okay.
intro to YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah. So
okay.
I got a couple of things going on for sure. YouTube, films, all kind of stuff. Like.
Okay. So before we get into all that, I just had to ask about that because the confidence you just absorbed and all that, like you was ready, like you do this. So I had to know. I had to know the secret. I had to get at it.
You know how them YouTubers be.
For sure. Yeah, you ready? Nice and clear, loud. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's start from the top. Where's I kind of want to start with the name too.
The name?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is that your? If you mind me, is that your government name?
Nah, that's not my government name. Let me. Y'all want to see my face?
How did you put that together?
So basically, Lashay is my real middle name.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not getting on here telling y'all my government name. It's not happening.
So,
but just know that my family name is Rika. So everybody that know me from childhood or early high school years, my close friends or family call me Rika. So eventually I just kind of threw the cut part off. So it's just like, okay, Ree. So like anybody knew I was meeting within the last like year and a half or 2 years, it was just Ree. So I'm like, okay, well, let me come up with a name that I want to stick to. So it's like, okay, Lashay, my real middle name. So it's like, okay, Ree Lashay. And that's kind of how it happened there. So
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a couple more questions about the name, but I'm gonna walk into it. So let's talk about your childhood. Where'd you grow up, and how was it growing up though?
So that's crazy because I was just having a conversation with somebody the other day about this. But overall, I'm from South Side, you feel me? Out South, you know how that go. Y'all got me out West today, so y'all already know. But you know, it's a 290 podcast, so. But anyways, so I'm from out South.
Welcome her with an open hand. You don't let her get a pass, y'all.
I'm from out South, and my childhood overall, I really feel like I had a really good childhood. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I grew up in Catholic schools, like grammar school, high school. I went to college. I played basketball in college. So it was like, I was always athletic my whole life. I feel like I had a good childhood. I feel like they really tried to press keeping us out of the streets because you know how that go in Chicago. So it's like we were in like after school programs at the Park District, at the Salvation Army, like that kind of stuff, like little camps, AAUs, all kind of stuff like that. So I was kind of one of them kind of kids.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And how was it going to a Catholic school? I never knew anybody who went to a Catholic school. I just know it from the movies. So how was your experience?
No, it's not like the movies. Y'all thinking, no, it's not like the movies at all. Honestly, Catholic school be having some stuff going on too. Like, you know, like they be having.
Was it all
thing.
girls or co-ed?
No. I never wanted to go to no all girls school. And that's another conversation because I never wanted. My cousin wanted me to go to Mother McAuley. My granny wanted me to go to Maria before it changed to co-ed. No, I'm not. No, I went to Marist my freshman year and like half of sophomore year. Then I went to St. Francis, which is like, wait, if y'all ever heard of them schools. But
never.
But overall, I don't know. I just feel like the vibe of just Marist was kind of like High School Musical a little bit, like just like, you know, that suburban kind of like feel kind of in a school, but it was like a whole lot of, you know, whites and stuff like that, but it was just like that kind of feel a little bit. That's how Marist was. It was big, it was built like a college campus. It was nice though, like, but overall it was cool though. It was cool. They just, with that school, they didn't play fighting. If you fought one time, you expelled. Like, so it's like that. But other Catholic schools I went to, they more lenient on their rules. But sometimes it'll be like, if you don't have your ID to come to lunch, they won't let you come to lunch. Like stuff like that. So it's like, it wasn't really, we didn't have like, cause some schools be having like metal detectors, stuff like that. We didn't have nothing like that. Like, it was just like, I guess a regular school, I guess.
And just because you went to Catholic school, I'm just curious, that you experienced, is that something that you would have your children do as well, or would you go a different route?
I would have, if I were to do, I would put them in Catholic school or charter. I wouldn't put them in straight just public school like that, because as an adult now, understanding the public school systems and stuff like that, I'm kind of glad that I was fortunate and blessed that I did have a good education coming up, because a lot of schools don't supply that kind of good education to students. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you growing up, you going to Catholic school. What was your aspirations to be at that time? Did you want to be doctor, lawyer, teacher?
As far as like, cause I went to Catholic grammar school and high school, so it's like, what you mean, like a high school kind of?
No, I'm saying, so while you in school, between both, if it changes, you could say that as well. But did you like always want to be something other than what you are today? Did you want to be a doctor?
Yeah,
lawyer,
so
teacher?
I wanted to be a nurse in the Navy for a long time.
In the Navy?
Yeah, for a long time I wanted to be a nurse in the Navy.
You want to fight for your life and save lives?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was cool. Like, that's what I wanted to do for a long, long, long time. So then when I got older and started realizing how much studying it is to put into all of that medical field is serious. I didn't did like programs and stuff before where
why specifically the Navy? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm trying to remember how I even got
the boats.
It was so much like the Navy will come visit. You know how like career day and stuff like that, and you will see different like career places that come, or like different colleges and stuff like that. In the Navy, I don't know, it was just their presentation kind of stood out to me. Other than the Army and anywhere else, I wasn't thinking about joining nothing like that. No, but if I were to do military, then I would go for the Navy, because they were saying too, like how they can just be like hundreds of miles away, and then just they're never on foot. So I'd rather never be on foot. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I always thought that was kind of cool though. But yeah, for a long time, medical field. Then at one point, I changed it to I wanted to be an actress. Like when I was in high school, I wanted to be an actress. At one point, I was like, I want to act. Like that's all my whole life. I always said I always wanted to act. But with my family, it was like, sports will give you all the money for, but acting like that, okay, you better find a free program or something like that. Like if I tell you we had all the sports shit, like for all the shoes, all the everything that we needed for sports, AAU paid for it. You know what I'm saying? But like anything else, it was just like, okay, well we'll. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like if you find something in school or something like that. So it wasn't really like a big thing in my family. So that's what at one point I wanted to do that. And then somebody kind of convinced me like, well, you know, if you go to college and be a nurse, that's a guaranteed job, versus acting. You'll always be hustling, always trying to find a job and stuff, unless you hit it big. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that conversation is like, okay, well, I'm gonna go back to nursing then. So for a long time I was doing medical stuff. And then one day I was just like, that's not nothing I really wanted to do. Like I felt like the money was there, like, oh, guaranteed money once I get done. But it's like at the same time, is this something you passionate about? Is this something you like to do? Like it was cool, but it just wasn't. It wasn't nothing I wanted to do.